What is up, guys? Welcome back to another episode of Simple Builds. This is episode 5 of the $300 Civic rebuild. We got some super exciting updates in today's video. But as you've seen previously, I think you saw in the last episode at the end of it, picked it up onto the trailer to bring it over to drop it off to Mako so that they can give it a quick refresh with a nice fresh paint job. About to show you guys how that turned out. I'm gonna show you what color we went with. So we've been doing a lot of stuff to this car. We've been rebuilding it, refreshing it, trying to touch as many possible points as we can to make it work good as new. We refreshed the brakes, got the car running and driving again. Then we bought a parts car. We took a bunch of the parts from the parts car, including the engine and the front end swap. We swapped them over onto our car. And then, as you saw, we dropped the car off at Mako and we picked it up today. So the car is outside right now. So without further ado, we're gonna unload this car off the trailer and I will show you guys what the car looks like now. So here it is, the car is painted, it looks really good. Super stoked on how it turned out for a Mako paint job. For this one, they charged us $1,300, so $1,300 in for the paint job. That was to remove that big dent on the passenger side and the 2 rust spots on the rear quarters. And I think they did a pretty stinking good job on the paint job. So really excited about how this thing turned out. Once again, can't expect 1000% quality. I saw a guy on Instagram the other day trash talking his $900 Mako paint job that he got back in 2007 on his E46 M3. You might have seen it. And they did a pretty stinking good job, and he's complaining about a $900 paint job, but you pay $900, you're gonna get a $900 paint job. So that's just how it goes. You gotta put in the extra effort in the prep work and also the wet sanding and buffing afterwards on your own if you really want a really good job out of a Mako paint job, which is possible. Again, I'm super stoked on this thing. It turned out really good. Still got a couple things to do on this car, but guys, do not forget to get entered in to win this thing. It is coming out super cool. It's only $5 to get entered on the site right now, and you can join Simple Motor Club. That's gonna be the best way to get entered, and that's gonna give you 400 free bonus points as soon as you get entered into the Motor Club. And that's gonna get you entered into every single giveaway that we do. And you might have noticed a small sneak peek in those B-roll clips with this car. If you haven't noticed it, go back and look again. And if you jump into the Simple Motor Club, we'll be showing you guys a little bit more sneak peeks on what's to come really soon for the next builds or giveaway cars. So really excited about that. Jump in there and go check that out. So you guys now saw how good the paint looks. We're gonna start moving on to a couple other things like the engine performance and getting that all squared away, and then a couple other like the tidbits here and there. But before I do that, I wanna tell you guys about today's video sponsor, which I'm really excited about. You don't wanna skip this one because this is definitely practical for any of you guys watching my videos because you most likely drive a higher mileage vehicle. The sponsor of today's video is Techron. We're not gonna be using this today, but we are gonna be using the Techron High Mileage Fuel System Cleaner. So super stoked to dump this into the fuel system. Let me tell you guys a little bit more about why I'm using this. Techron High Mileage is designed to clean and protect vehicles with higher mileage with regular use. They recommend using this every 1,000 miles, and this is for use with cars over 75,000 miles. And as you guys know, the donor engine that we put into this thing has about 150,000 miles. So we are about a little overdue for this, and I'm hoping this should definitely clean up this fuel system. Not only does this stuff clean and protect against corrosion that builds up over miles and miles and years, but it also helps restore the power and performance by removing gums, varnishes, and other fuel system deposits that just build up over time and pretty much break down your engine. Techron High Mileage cleans up your engine. It protects it against deposits that rob engine efficiency and reduce fuel economy. So by using this stuff, you're gonna get better gas mileage, your engine's gonna run healthier, you're gonna be saving some money, your wallet's gonna thank you. So this is a good investment for your vehicle. So check them out. This stuff protects your engine, protects fuel sensors, protects your fuel system. So this is definitely stuff that's been through the tests and it's proven to work. This stuff came at the perfect time. Techron, thank you so much for hooking me up with this stuff. I appreciate that. Be sure to check them out, show them the support back. It's gonna be linked right here. You can go to techronclean.com. It's also gonna be linked in the description, and you can purchase these at several auto supply stores online, nationwide, or in stores. So thanks again for Techron for helping me to clean this engine and supporting the brand and the channel. Let's jump back into it. So up next, we're gonna jump back into the car and do a couple things. Dave is gonna do a couple things for me, and in the next couple clips, you'll see a few shots that he got while he did some of the work. So they are not camera quality, but Dave knocked it out of the park on some of the work that he did for me. So let's jump into those clips.
So as you see here, Dave took off these wiper blades. They were crusty, dusty, and musty. So he took those off, gave them a fresh coat of paint. Those came out super good. You'll see that in a second. Then he swapped out this seatbelt for me. As you can see, it's all frayed up, and we had a new one from the 99 parts car, so we swapped that in, and that worked out perfect. Now I'm gonna jump onto these side skirts, paint these up, and start throwing these things back in.
The parts car is on its way out after our car is off the lift, or off the trailer, so that thing's gonna go to the scrapyard. We got pretty much everything usable off of it, and now it's going up. I'm gonna jump onto this oil leak that I just found. I hope it's not anything too crazy, but you can see some oil leaking down there under the transmission. Hopefully, me and Dave were thinking it's from this distributor cap O-ring that is leaking here. So I took the top bolt off. I'm taking the side bolt and the back bolt off now. We just dealt with a little bit of a coolant issue, but it turns out that that coolant temp sensor was bad, so the fan is now working. We bled the system on this thing, so everything is coming together really fast. So let's take off this distributor and see if we can swap out this O-ring for a new one. There is the chunk. Actually, they actually had it in stock at my local AutoZone, so that's super dope. New gasket is in. It did look a little bit weird, so I'm not super positive on it, but we're gonna see, and hopefully it doesn't give us any issues. I cleaned up all the oil off the trans there, you can kind of see, and we're gonna start it up now, see if that leak went away. All right, I think it's gone. We'll see. I'm gonna drive around a little bit and check everything, do a nice run through and make sure that everything works. All the sensors are working, all the gauges are working, all the electrical stuff is working. So far so good. We gotta get gas, idling good. Check engine light is on for an O2 sensor, so I gotta get that swapped. Other than that, interior is looking pretty good in here. What you guys saw already in the videos of revealing the paint job, that was with an already washed. So we're jumping around a little bit in today's video, in today's edit, but that is because there's so much to do with this car, and it's just like, I wanna make sure everything gets done, but it's hard to track with the video sequence what's getting done when. So you guys have already seen it clean, but we're gonna clean it up. You saw the side skirts are already looking way better. with that fresh paint job. I also picked up a screw for the steering wheel. There was one little bolt missing, so I went to the hardware store, got the exact bolt. So now that there is every bolt in the steering wheel, so it's coming along really nicely. So let's pull it out real quick. We're gonna wash it up, make it look nice again. I almost forgot, guys, I got a water problem in here, and a lot of you guys were telling me it is the sunroof drain, so we're gonna finally tackle this leak. And I guess it is these two holes right here, that one right there, and the same thing on the other side. Oops. Same thing on the other side right there. So I'm gonna take this, we're gonna hook it up to our air hose. We're gonna blow compressed air down this drain on both sides. I think a quick way to test this is to just try to pour water down this. See if it leaks down, and then we'll blow both sides out with some compressed air. I saw it go down, but I didn't see it come out, so that means it's clogged somewhere here. And as you might have suspected, this is soaking wet. So this one works, the other side doesn't. So let's try to blow it out with compressed air. As you can see under here, it drops out right here behind the fender liner, and that piece was disconnected. Let me show you where on the inside. This bracket off and another bracket, as well as this piece here that connects to that bracket. Right there. Right there is where it was disconnected and it was leaking in, so I had to take a hose clamp and connect it back on to that piece. You can see the two different hoses right there. We're gonna do the water test one more time. I'll show you guys how it works. You can hear it and you can see it leaking down. Look at that. Boom, bunch of water leaking right down from this stupid drain hole right there. So, one other problem fixed. That is awesome. Now we're gonna take this car outside, wash it down a little bit, and then bring it back in. So we just pulled the car back in, and you guys saw how this thing turned out. It is making some serious progress. Really stoked on this car. Paint job looks awesome. The sunroof leak is completely fixed. The side skirts are back on and repainted. The wiper arms are repainted. Those look amazing. The one coolant leak that we had is completely fixed. The oil leak that we had is fully fixed. So this thing runs and drives amazing. We still got a couple more exciting things coming to this car really soon. But guys, we're making some awesome progress on this thing. So do not forget to go get entered to win this car, simpleclothing.co. We're closing in on the end date of the giveaway. I'm gonna be announcing the end date, the official end date very soon. Just waiting on a couple more parts, and I wanna make sure that this thing is able to be completely finished before I end up giving it away to one of you guys. So super stoked. Go jump into Simple Motor Club. That's gonna get you entered with 400 bonus points into winning this car and 400 points into winning every single giveaway car that we do on the channel. You'll be automatically entered, as well as a bunch of other perks you can check out. If you go on simpleclothing.co, scroll down a little bit, it'll say join now. It'll give you more information about it. And you guys will learn everything about Simple Motor Club there. So super stoked on this thing. I hope you guys are excited too. Don't forget to get entered, simpleclothing.co, or jump in the Simple Motor Club and get entered into every single giveaway that we do with 400 free bonus points. Thanks again for tuning in. I appreciate you guys. I'll see you guys in the next one.